There's this one guy that I know who's like, you know what? I'm gonna, at the very least, do a podcast every Sunday.
Hey, it's Sunday, isn't it? Is it?
Yeah, and
It's
we're
Sunday.
doing Wednesday's podcast. And last Sunday we didn't do a podcast.
That's true, but it is Sunday today.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of right.
No.
No. Well,
because every means that last Sunday we would have done one.
That's true. Now that I think about it, but it was a leap day.
No,
So
that
there
was
was no.
Monday.
Well, are we going like?
Welcome to Two-Dimensional Champions.
Yeah, you're listening to. Well, you already did the intro, so I guess I don't. Yeah.
Oh, well, you're listening to Fadinator. Ha.
Oh shit! One went up in me.
Who are you?
Who am I? You're listening to Julian at Selcouth Comics on Twitter. If you want to follow me on there. Do we have any emails or anything like that?
I'm just gonna say. Well, we probably have some emails from YouTube.
Oh yeah, that's true. Fuck YouTube, by the way. Yep.
They're like, we don't care about you. I'm like, oh, that makes me sad.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of people have been having problems with YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube's gone full douchebaggery. I mean, I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't either. So you can email us at 2dcrequest@gmail.com.
Damn, son.
Oh, did I do that? Oh, that was straight from memory, too.
Wow.
God.
It's almost like we've been talking about it, like...
I think I should just end the show there. That's going to be the high point for me for this, for the next 40 minutes or so.
For whatever do you mean? I mean, the anime that we watched was legendary. I really thought that it was quite sweet.
I wish I had a radio sound effect board for the, like...
Boom, boom.
Yeah. So today we're looking at Dagashi Kashi. The first 5 episodes of it, thankfully. Not any more than that.
I finished the series.
I'm so sorry.
No, I didn't.
I was about to be like, what next of kin should I inform?
It's one of those things that's like almost believable because I do that sometimes.
Yeah, I was about to be like,
I was like, wait, all this time? Was he serious? Yeah. I'm going to do my classic close the door technique.
Oh, yeah. So, Dagashi Kashi, the anime is animated by Studio Feel. It's licensed by Funimation, and if you don't want to watch it on Funimation, it's on Hulu. So there you go. There's that. I watched it on Hulu because fuck Funimation and their app. It's based off of a manga series by Kotoyama, pen name, I guess, and it's been running since 2014 in Weekly Shonen Sunday. The series is directed by Shigehito Takayanagi, and he was an episode director on the Cardcaptor Sakura TV series, and he did work on 2 of its movies. Studio Feel, when looking through what shows of theirs I recognized, and this is one we'll probably both know very well, they did Bikini Warriors last year. So that probably...
Is that it? Is that all they did?
They've like done other shows that I've like heard about, but I've never really seen. But I felt like Bikini Warriors was like a good staple of showing you the kind of...
It really presents their artistic diversity.
Yeah, now they did do in between animation for Ghost in the Shell back in 2001, something like that. So it seems like they started off as like an in between studio, doing work for other
They were
series.
like, "Fuck it, we just like drawing bras and tits."
I know, yeah, they
They're
were
like, "I don't
like,
know about this like robot shit and wires. Fuck that.
well,
Bras
yeah,
and
that's
tits. That's all we're doing."
too cool. So the manga is not licensed anywhere in the states, so hopefully you're not reading it, quote unquote. But yeah, so what'd you think? Or actually, so yeah, what'd you think? That's the section we're on, right? Before we do the in-depth thing, because my last note for this show is okay. I am not watching this anymore. That was my
I would
last.
say that if I watched another episode of this, all of my teeth would have cavities.
I feel like this show should be brought to you by the Diabetes Association of America.
Right.
Like it's like
This show made me so depressed that I broke my diet and ate a lot of candy.
this show is more existentially depressing than
Uh, I'm sure it appeals to. I'm pretty sure it appeals to somebody.
there's somebody out there who likes
But
it.
what this show did is it like helped me find like some of the things that really piss me off about anime. Um, and I can rant about them.
Oh, okay.
You know,
So you'd recommend this to everybody, and you would buy merch for the
everyone
show?
times zero, whatever
Mm,
that
okay.
equation leads to. No, I mean like this. I'm assuming this had to have been greenlit, so it had to be liked by somebody. But it is the antithesis of what I find enjoyable about anime.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is less enjoyable than the Rakugo show.
No,
Uh, I think it is. I think it is.
no, this had tits.
Yeah, fair point. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah,
I mean, like with this, it was almost like with the Rakugo, I just didn't really understand. And then there's a storytelling, and then I felt like you weren't really getting the um like the same effect as if you actually saw that art style in the medium of the time.
yeah.
With this one, it was just like how how much can they sexualize someone eating candy? And like how many ridiculous types of candies are there? And how many like whatever sort of bullshit that like goes with that. So
Yeah.
on that stance, I would say that this is a little bit better than
Mm.
Rokugo. I would not advise giving it 110% of your focus because I think that there's like a little like abyss black hole thing. Just
Yeah,
like drain your soul. You can stare at it for too long. It's
I
like a
definitely,
Medusa.
I definitely fell into that hole for a while. Yeah, I mean, I think my biggest disappointment for the series was the wild and wacky world of Japanese snacks. Is actually really interesting. There's tons of different kinds.
Yeah.
They're really crazy. There's some really interesting, delicious stuff out there, and I'm sure the stories behind them are interesting.
No, did you see there was something about the little candy thing? We had the straw, and you put the straw on the wrong end, and you're like, oh, like I can eat this like fucking drink thing or whatever, however I want.
Yeah, the Ramune thing.
Yeah, and they're like, ah, I'm a rebel.
Yeah, the manly way of eating it.
Right, just like biting and like splitting
Yeah.
through the middle, like not giving a
And,
fuck like a savage.
yeah, and I feel like that would have been more fun if you totally changed the setting, totally changed the characters, kept the like candy theme, and then somehow remixed it. I think you could get a really interesting series, kind of like Food Wars. You know what I mean? Like they
You're
showed you
right.
could do some cool
Right.
stuff
I
with
mean,
food.
they sort of had
Yeah,
similar things with Food Wars.
yeah.
I would say the
And so
main
like
difference is there weren't actual characters.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's the thing is. And I was really disappointed by that because like the Japanese snacks are really cool. So why couldn't they do? And the other thing I had a problem with too was I actually thought it was good. the pacing of the show made it feel like it was going to be, a lot of those shows that have like 10-minute episodes or something like that.
Oh, the thing that you showed me that one time that I hated.
Yeah. That was like a 10-minute episode. I feel like this should have been that. It should just be like
Kind of feel like it was.
it. Yeah, and they're kind of stitched together, but because of that, there's no. So it's not. There's not enough of a story to really have anything to go on. But it's also not funny enough to just be a gag show.
Oh, I gagged.
So it's. So I mean that's
I
where.
bet, wait. What was it? What was the line? It was just like, oh, you choked the first time. It's powerful in the throat. I remember my first time when I like had this candy and gagged on it. That was in the show. For all those
Yeah.
who aren't aware, that is a sexual innuendo for having jizz in your throat. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
First, as a disclaimer, I don't think that there's actually anything that we can spoil. If you, for some reason, do, stop.
Yeah.
But I don't think. I think we're just gonna like talk about.
yeah, I think we'll just move into it because there's really, I agree. There's nothing to spoil, and there's no fucking story. There's four characters, literally like four characters.
No, five.
Five.
There, right?
I
No,
think.
yeah. The two girls, the two guys, and the father. Five.
Right. I don't even think the town is populated. Like, what if they just live in this like?
Well, I mean, it is a small candy shop. They 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 fund their own candy shop. I mean, that one girl. No, and there's children.
There's
there's there's like four sort of teens, one adult, and children. That's all that's in this town.
I guess they're also supporting the cafe as well.
Yeah,
Like,
but
yeah.
but there's only like one person in there at a time. That's like legitimately not popular.
Because the candy shop, I think, what was there, one episode where there were customers, and then everything else
A
was.
couple times they have like little kids around there.
Oh, okay, yeah. I also like too how the main character is a comic artist, although he's like he doesn't ever draw. He never
No,
actually.
he just draws those girls. He just draws the
Yeah.
two girls. I think that that's sort of like the author of the show. It's like all I can do is draw these two girls, so I have to draw myself drawing these two girls.
It's very meta. in a
Yeah,
certain
it's
way.
super meta. Really, this show's super intellectual. You just have to
Yeah.
like
You just
go into it.
yeah. I mean, yeah. This. And so the other thing is too is like with the jokes, I also really felt like there was a couple jokes where I almost was like, huh. But then I realized every single joke in this show I've seen in another anime at least 3 or 4 times. I've seen them all.
Well, I mean, it's just all sex jokes.
Well, it's all sex jokes, but then some of the other jokes, there's a lot of like Gundam satire in it. So,
Oh,
like,
I never picked up on any
Yeah.
of those.
Well, yeah, I mean, just because I recognize the scenes, right? There's a sequence I think in episode 2 where in episode 2 where she goes over like the history of these candies or something, and it's all Gundam scenes.
Oh, they had those like that one episode where they throw like how you had those little like pock things or something
Oh,
like that. You slam
yeah.
them on the ground and try to get other things to flip over. That was neat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the
I mean, I
show might
guess
be
so.
neat if you're like 5.
It does kind of feel like that. And
If
it's
you're
weird because
5 but also like or
I don't think
a
it's
horny
you're-
like nerd version.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like who is this show for? Yeah. Like
Um,
12-year-olds?
oh yeah, I had another quote in episode 2. It's, "We'll be doing it raw, but it will be safe."
Oh god, yeah, let's become adults. Is that
Oh
yeah,
right. When she gets drunk off of the fake beer.
Which
There was even one time when they're like sweating, and I noticed that I could see through her shirt and see her bra. What?
also why does her dad's company want to buy this fucking store? There's like 3 kids in
No,
this.
no. The dad's company wants the father to work at the store. Come on, dude, pay attention to the plot.
But I thought they wanted to
Focus,
buy.
man, focus.
I thought they wanted the kid to take over so they could
So
purchase the
they wanted
store.
the kid to take over so the father could work at the company. The father won't
Really?
leave the company. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I was only half paying attention to it, but they said it like 3 times. So
I'm gonna look it up.
okay.
Actually, I'm gonna look
Well,
it
while
up.
you look it up, let me complain
Mm,
about nosebleeds.
yeah.
Have you? Okay, you've looked at like people that you thought were ridiculously hot, right? Or like sexual situations. Did you ever have blood just flow out of your nose?
No, although there was one time I was at lunch with a couple of girls, and I went to take a sip out of a drink, and the straw in the drink um, kind of went up my nose like really quickly and painfully, and it stabbed the inside of my nose, and I bled a lot. So that happened.
So
Uh, but I've
I
never
don't
had
think
it like
everyone in
from high
Japan
blood
has that
pressure.
problem. It's like it's a specific thing that I've seen in anime, and like it
Yeah,
this one of my friends complained about it, and usually it doesn't really bother me, but like I've never found it appealing. Like if
yeah,
like I always think that like if someone's um like in erased, if something like cute or intimate or whatever happens, I mean those are like kids, so I guess it would be weird if like it was like super sexualized, but
yeah,
like they just blush a little bit. And it's
yeah.
sweet, and you can relate to those characters and stuff like that. But if like I look at cleavage, I don't like explode blood out of my nose and then like fly backwards or whatever. Or like in that sort of like situation. And I understand that it's like meant to be funny, but I really don't understand it.
Well, I think it can be funny. So I think there are scenes in like early Dragon Ball with like Master Roshi and stuff like that, where
Right.
he
He
was
was
like super
like the
curvy and stuff.
nosebleeds dude or whatever.
But I think with that, it's the way it's depicted, right? So like the the larger gag was funny, and the nosebleed, the way it was drawn, and like or the timing of it or whatever, that was funny.
I
I
mean,
thought, but
I mean, it was like you got it. It was definitely better than
yeah,
this, but like funny. I'm like, I would. I mean,
oh
I feel like it could be replaced with something that was like more
yeah,
like whatever. Like even if you just
it could
like
be,
ripped off his shirt, it's just like yeah, like or whatever.
yeah.
Like I want to fuck now. Like that. I would be like, ah, like crazy old man who like is trying to. I mean, maybe it was funny just because he was super old. It was like I'm fucking dying because
Yeah,
like
I think that's how I took it when I
yeah,
read
I guess
it.
it's
It
yeah,
was
I think so too. It's like he's like too old. The blood is
he's like way
circulating
too
and
old.
he's just like leaking out of his ears and his
He's just
eyes
losing it.
because like
Yeah,
he's old.
I mean, I think there's a way to do it that's funny, but this show,
The show made me
nothing
hate
is
it,
funny.
like hate it more, like
Yeah.
made me want to
Oh
rant
yeah.
about it because
There's
it's
well, there's nothing in this. It takes all of these like anime cliches, and if you even if you kind of just a little like them a little bit before, you hate them by the end of the
you know.
show because it's fucking stupid. By the way, you're right about that story synopsis.
Oh boom,
Yeah. So 5 points, Thadinator.
dude! If we had a tally system, I would totally
We
be.
sh-
I would be like,
Actually, we should have a tally
I'm
system
just
for this show.
like fact whatever check things or like noticing little things. Can we backdate it so I can still hold that little Evangelion
Yeah.
pills thing? How Ray was eating pills. Saw
Oh yeah,
I saw that on
yeah,
my first time watching it.
yeah. You blew my mind.
Yeah.
I was like, what? And I had seen that movie a lot. So I mean, like,
We also have the shadow of the paralyzed girl in Asian or whatever
right,
on
yeah,
the back of the van.
yeah. I missed that too. Yeah, she was stuck there.
Right.
See, that was funny than all of the show. Like,
You're right.
and that wasn't even like I don't even think that was intentional. I
No.
think they just forgot the animators just forgot about her.
Yeah.
But
It's something that
so
happens when you pay attention to details. You
yeah,
have details to pay attention to.
and I think like the kid's dad in this, I think is he sort of reminded me of Ichigo's dad from Bleach. That like goofy, kind of creepy gag dad type character.
Right.
But like again, done really badly, and you're not really
He's
sure.
sort of presented like he's supposed to be like a mafia dude or something, in my opinion. Like they want him to, but he's really not. He's
Yeah.
like I don't know if he was like playing with dolls. Or I feel like it's like he was doing something that was weird. I blacked
Yeah.
out.
Well,
There was the
well.
whole drug deal part when he was like hooking her up with like
Oh yeah.
the special candy that
Yeah, that didn't make
you
any
got
sense.
the stuff.
The one thing I did think was like kind of amusing was when he was doing his YouTube channel about
I,
candy, and he like slams the door open. He's like, "What are you doing in the middle of the night?" He's like, "It's my YouTube channel about
right,
candy."
and then it's like, yeah, we get thousands of views, we can be famous. And it was like, how many do you have? He's like 13 total. Like that's me and you. Like I sort of
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
felt a little akin to that. Yeah, someday
but
we'll
but
be
even
famous.
but even that, it's like so the start was kind of amusing, and it could have been something really funny, and it's not. It just kind of dies. I mean, there's just a lot of like really pointless shit. So like when the blonde girl is introduced and she puts all of the like sugar cubes in his coffee and then he still drinks it all and then gives her a candy that he says isn't that sweet, but she takes it anyway, even though she doesn't like sweet stuff. And the other guy makes fun of her that it's sweet. So why are you taking candy from him if it's? And I was just like, did I really just sit through those lines of dialogue and not fucking take my pens I use for cartooning and just fucking stab them ears
Ears,
and eyes like
ears,
no!
temples, eyes,
Yeah, yeah.
like
I mean,
underneath
because
the throat. Just
just to make sure,
yeah.
because like it wasn't funny. Really doesn't show you anything about the characters. By the way, his friend is fucking the worst character. I think.
He's got sweet glasses.
Yeah, I think he's the worst character in all of fiction. Since the earliest days of like little tiny baby like fucking
Babies making like little stick figures on
yeah, doing handprints on like the
like with
stone
their
wall.
shit on the wall of their crib, just like
Yeah, it's like that is better than this fucking character with the glasses. Because what does he do? Nothing. He
well,
has
he likes tits.
he likes tits. I
That's pretty much
mean,
all the
but
show
like
is. So really, he belongs. There's like the guy who draws them, and then there's the guy who appreciates them, and the creepy father who's a drug dealer with candy. I mean, like
yeah.
the story is complete. And then like what on the third episode, there's like they went to like a pool and they were like hiding candies. There was like a secret ploy between I don't even understand
Yeah, I didn't
what
understand
the
the play.
secret was, what the ploy was, what they were trying to accomplish.
I kept waiting for something to happen, but nothing ever really happened. Although I was surprised she didn't get in the pool. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like that was because like the other friend complains that she didn't need the hoodie because she was in that hoodie,
Right.
and then I just was like, what is going on? What's this about? Like I actually watching this made me feel like I know it's like overused a lot, but like the scene at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, spoiler for like the one person who's never seen Raiders of the Lost Ark, where the
Doesn't
Nazis
have cable television for like the past 5 years because they play that
the
shit all the
Nazis
time.
melt after like looking at the Ark of the Covenant, where they fucking like boil over. That's what I felt like watching this show because I would see stuff and I'd be like, A, it doesn't make sense. B, it's like not even really that sexy because the girls are so annoying
Dude, they've got the
that
yeah, is it yandere or whatever? Like those crazy eyes, like they all look like
yeah, she
fucking
has like
sociopaths.
the candy girl has like these really fucking crazy
And the
eyes.
other girl has like the really small version of it that makes her look like a sociopath. Like there's one where they got like really tiny little like pupils and stuff like that. And then there's other one was like really big and they're like both really creepy. And
And
they have both of those.
yeah, and they're all like a little cross-eyed every once in a while. Did you notice that? Especially like the
So I mean
main
something seemed off. Like I looked at them and I was like, I
yeah,
want to
her like
yeah.
eyes.
But there's like you're not human.
Yeah.
Like there's something
I
wrong
mean,
here. Granted,
so
we're talking
just
about you're not human to a fucking cartoon, but It's like they're like,
No, no, no. If someone like that shows up at your country shop and does the things that she does, she would be arrested. But clearly, like, there's no law enforcement in this town. Also, apparently, also, where is she living? She like, is that ever addressed? Like, she just suddenly decides that she'll stay,
well, wait,
even though
she
she's
did stay for a little while at the other girl's place.
right.
I don't think that it was set up for her to have permanent residency there, but maybe that's implied.
Because like, there's no other people. It's just them, and she came
But
from
literally on
somewhere
the
else.
cast, like there's five. Like I saw. Wait, let me see if it's. Yeah. So you go to the main page. There's four people. It's like, oh, there's more characters. Bam, five.
You wanted more?
Right. It's like I feel like there was more than four. It's like, oh right, the father.
Let's not forget about him. God, yeah. So let me fucking look at my notes. Do I have anything
I mean,
interesting to say?
God, there's nothing. It's just over sexualized. I mean, I don't really
Yeah.
really want to talk about like the giant purple dong candy that like she had to eat or whatever. Like, do you remember that? Or no, pink. It was pink, right?
Yeah, I kind of remember. So, like, the whole thing kind of made me queasy because, like, also, well, you know what was really funny? Did you notice how the opening and ending weren't done in the first episode? And, like, by episode three, they were, like, mostly done. But then by episode five, they were actually done. So it took them 5 episodes just to get the fucking opening and
I'd
ending
like
fully
I'd
animated.
skip through that shit.
Yeah. It was interesting because with the opening, there would be a little bit more in it each time. And then by, like, 4 or 5, it felt like it was
I'm
the
impressed
actual.
you're able to sit through the opening.
I mean, I was too. I will say in the ending, there's like this little dance jig that the girls do, and that's
I
pretty
would say
cute.
that the opening and the ending really actually weren't that bad.
They weren't really. I mean,
In
I mean,
comparison to the show, they're probably the best part of the show. Like in
they're
all five
definitely.
of the episodes. You know, like they were the highlight.
Oh,
You're like,
absolutely.
what was really great about this show? You know, the opening that was like in the first one, it was like a couple more seconds in the second one. And really, that was my favorite part of the show.
It's
The way
true
it
because
added to the opening.
yeah, the ending theme where like the girls dance a little bit. That was the only part that I thought was really well animated, and then also that I thought was remotely cute out of the whole thing. Like I thought that was kind of charming. But then I was like, no, it was only for like 5 seconds, and
I don't know what. Do you remember
they
when they were like
didn't.
eating candy in order to run and they're doing this like crazy fucking backwards math as to like how many candies
Oh
they
yeah,
have in order to be able to run back so they'd get the drawing before that other girl saw it so she didn't see how he like drew bigger boobs for the other friends like because he was like big boobs. Oh yeah.
see, I actually think my Blaine. See, okay, okay,
Words, I
okay.
can't even words
Did,
right now.
that's because as you were telling me that scene and I was remembering it, my brain actually started hemorrhaging.
Oh, I think I see a little blood
I
from
know,
my
from my
eyes.
Blaine.
Like, ugh.
So, yeah, I mean, that was weird. See, the run was. See, also the run could have been interesting if it was done by anybody else. If you had given like the general three ideas of this show to fucking Thumb Monkey, maybe even like 12 of them,
It's
they
like
could
the
have.
mouth breathing thumb monkey. Just like,
Yeah, you could have somehow scrambled together a better series of stories than this because there's no direction. It's totally meaningless. It's totally meandering. There's no pacing whatsoever. If this was a human, it would be catatonic completely. There wouldn't even, it would be dead. I mean, I've actually seen corpses with more vitality than this show. I really have.
it's not that bad. All right.
No, really. I mean, it really is that bad. I
Okay,
mean,
maybe it is that bad.
okay, I think the potential is there. I'm just surprised this got an anime.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's been running since June 2014, and there's 3 or 4 volumes out, and there's a light novel based on it too.
I mean,
On what?
I think that I don't know. I feel like there's this mysterious audience out there that
Of like lobotomy
like doppelgangers. You know how you have like the theory is that you have like an evil doppelganger that's like the opposite of you or something like that. This show, that doppelganger would like.
What if there's like, what if there's a creepy like doppelganger version of this show?
That's actually good.
Yeah, that's not only actually a good anime podcast.
I would like. Oh, is it like? Of our show. I thought you were
Yeah,
talking
so
about the sugar anime. It's like really they
no,
just
no,
eat
no.
a bunch of healthy shit and
Yeah,
like
of
that's
the
like the plot.
podcast.
Is it called Food Wars? Is that like maybe?
Actually, yeah, I
Yeah.
think it is called Food Wars. Yeah, the good version of this show is called Food Wars. But no, I was thinking there's like a good version of this podcast that
Yeah.
like this
Oh
show.
my god. They
They're
have
out
like tons
there.
of views,
Yeah, they have
like
millions
lots
of
of
viewers.
support.
They
They
have
just
like
have just like doing like the stripper money with like making.
yeah, they have like little icons of like their personalities jumping around the screen. They have videos on their videos,
Right.
not like
YouTube
sad.
doesn't take down their shit. God, that would be amazing.
I know. Let's beat them up and find out where they
Right,
like.
right,
No, let's find out where they are and then beat them up
right.
because beating them
They'll
up.
be like, "Oh my god!" And like, but like both of our versions are just like mine's like a short, like skinny guy, and like yours is like a short, like overweight guy or whatever. It's like my guy's got blonde hair, your guy has like really like I don't know platinum, whatever. I don't know. Anyway.
Maybe.
I totally like lost myself in this rant. I'm really
It's
trying
okay.
to
I
find
still.
anything else to like.
Yeah.
Like like my mouth is moving, but I'm like, is there anything else I can draw from this
Yeah.
anime?
Your brain's actually leaking out of your ears.
No,
I mean, I think
it's
that
an over sexualized candy show.
it is an over
You can
sexualized
sum it
candy.
down to like a sentence.
It's not for kids. It's not really for adults. It's not really for any age group. I mean, it's not really for anybody who has an IQ higher than that of a goldfish. Because the thing with a goldfish is if you made a goldfish watch this show, they'd forget the last 5 seconds of their
So
life
you're constantly
every 5 seconds.
entertained.
So it would be constantly in a state of like, this is the best show ever.
Right. Oh my
Yeah.
god, this is what are those? Are those boobs? I've never seen boobs before.
And I think that's the general audience for this show. Because it's like I even like Japanese like candies and treats or junk food, whatever. They're fun. There's like cool shit. I would like to know
Did
more
you
about
realize
them.
though how phallic all of them are?
They are pretty phallic. Oh yeah, that actually reminds me. How creeped out were you about the whistling thing?
Oh, with the little candy, and then there's like the weird candy background. Are you talking about like the little?
So like she she has this like candy that's like I
It's
forget
like a
what.
lifesaver.
Yeah, and you can whistle through it. And that was like the thing is like kids could whistle it and then they could eat it when they're done. But then there was that weird thing where like she was explaining the companies and how there was a version of it that was out before what she had. And how sad it was before like the whistling kind was out or something like that. I don't know quite. I was like kind of losing it, but like then they go into this weird thing where the candies are all people and
Yeah.
it's like trying to blow air through itself, but it can't.
Right, and all the other
Because
candies are making fun of it and stuff.
yeah, and then it meets its like
You know, I want to say that I found that plot riveting.
it meets the like older brother type character who like tells him to just enjoy himself, enjoy blowing himself basically. Like that's basically what he told him. But it was his dad. And like and
So
there are
what you're
these
trying to
weird
say
like
is that this anime incorporated candy incest.
kind of because after she's done telling it, he's like you told that story to like send me a message about like how we should take over the company and how this is really what I'm supposed to do. And she's like, I knew you would notice. I was like, am I having a seizure? Like, did like
But I don't think I'm high. But am
I
I
know.
high right now?
I was like, did I fucking take acid and not know it? Like, what is going on? Where am I? Where did this show get made? Like, what fucking dungeon in Mordor pulled out this show out of some orc's butt? You know what I mean? It's like, so. Anyway, so if you like this show,
Actually, you know what? If you like this show, don't even fucking tell me. I don't ever want to like think about this again. You know, like if you like it,
I'm,
just keep it to yourself. All right,
so
there's
I
some
would
things
say
that you just can't bring up. This is gonna be one
so.
of those things.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I'm gonna really try to like forget that I ever watched it, you know. But you know, it's kind of scary. So, are you familiar with Nietzsche's idea of eternal recurrence, which is you just like when you die, you restart your entire life all over again
Just,
and like relive
I'm
it
starting
the
to feel
exact same way?
nauseous. Please.
I, I know. So, like, we could look forward to watching this once per lifetime forever.
How do you know it's
And
just
I just,
once?
what if there's no life
Maybe
outside
I
of
did
this?
finish it. I'm actually a fan. I'm just keeping it to myself.
You cross your eyes. He's one of
Do
them.
they have like reviews? This is on Hulu, right? Does this have reviews?
Yeah, let's actually look at that. It has. Yeah, let's see. What do the people say
Oh, this on my anime list, it's 4 out of 5 stars. Or 3.5 out of 5 stars. So 7 out of 10.
from 18,000 over 18,000 votes? I wouldn't even. That's gratuitous. 7 out of 10 is fucking gratuitous. 7 out of 10 is just a bunch of horny guys like just whacking off over the
No,
girl and
we're
being.
just the guys that don't get it.
I guess
We're
so.
the old men that aren't hip. That's what we are. It's like I don't understand kids these days. We don't understand kids these days.
Is that
I
it?
think that's what
Is
it
that what it
is. I
is?
think we figured it out.
Fuck. Did we just miss the boat on this show?
Maybe on our entire lives.
What? What
No,
have I
on
been doing?
Hulu, it's 4 out of 5 stars.
4 out of 5 stars?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I forgot the episode when she blindfolds herself and ties her hands.
Oh yeah. Like who is that fucking naive? You know
No,
what I mean?
no. We're just uncultured savages. They're too old and can't relate to the younger generation of our time. That's what
Oh
it
yeah, because
is.
when that's right, when she's got the blindfold on, she's got the big pink,
Right. That's
extraordinarily talented.
that's when he
I should
whips it
actually
out
use
from the
that.
closet.
Yeah, I should actually screen cap that and put that as like the picture on
And
the
you know what?
SoundCloud
I
file.
bet SoundCloud won't even take it down.
Probably
They don't
not.
even give
YouTube
a
though
fuck.
will take it down
Yeah,
before we even put it up.
yeah.
Yeah.
They'll give us another strike and ban our fucking account for a picture. They gave us a
Fucking YouTube.
strike for we didn't even for agent or whatever. We didn't even use any of their audio on that, did we?
No.
Yeah, we got a strike for that.
What the fuck? Yeah, we've got our own opening now.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
feels
feels
bad,
bad.
man.
Yeah, there's like it just feels it just feels bad, just kind of all around. Did we really just miss? Did we just not get it?
We must just not get it.
Fuck, that like really
This is the
depresses me.
podcast for the minorities. You know, for the
Yeah,
people that don't get it. For the people who only appreciate bad anime and not the good stuff that the masses like.
because like when I think that this is in the same universe, like
It's like what else has 7 out of 10 stars? So let's see. Let's see if we can find something that we like. What's I wonder. No, Erase has to be 5 out of 5, right? Like, okay, this is okay. The pot you can just stop. Like if you're listening, it's pretty much over. We're just gonna try to find other things
yeah.
that are apparently of the same quality
Wait
as.
a second. What are we doing next week for the people or next time for the people that want to?
It's that anime.
Which one?
Let me see if I can find it. Where was it? Oh my god. I thought I sent it to you on Skype. Apparently I didn't send it to you on Skype. Maybe I sent it to you on text.
Oh, did you? Let me look.
I remember like finding something and sending it.
It was like 2 words. God, the people listening are
God,
like, I fucking hate
we are
this show.
literal shit like right now.
We are like, this is
If you want to like unsubscribe and never talk to us again, like I
yeah.
understand because
Uh,
this is the
I
worst
would.
moment.
This is what this show did to us. God, I don't see you. I
Did
don't
I just
see that.
dream this? Like, is
Yeah, I'm gonna wake up after I like end the call.
right? Like, is this fucking real life right now?
Yeah. Fuck.
What the
Let me.
fuck?
Okay.
Um, boom.
I thought
Let's
I
just
was
do active raid.
active raid. Okay.
Okay,
So
we're doing active raid.
next time we'll be doing the first 5 episodes of active raid. So yeah, tune in then, because otherwise I'm just gonna keep recording it as we talk shit about
Right.
the fucking things and stuff. So I see you all next time, and for those of you who stick around, take a couple of shots.
Right.
We'll be here for a while.
Okay.
Well, so on my anime list, Berserk, the manga, has 8.4 out of 10.
Oh no, that's still that's higher. So we
Yeah,
gotta.
that's higher. That's higher by 1.5,
Well,
1.4 points.
I mean, Berserk's not really that good.
You just see straight. Ava has 8.3 out of 10. Oh, okay.
I'm trying to get. I want to get to like the second and a half.
8.4 is 8.3 is Trigun.
So 7.76 Bleach.
Helsing is
6
7.7.
Code Geass.
Helsing's a 7 with the fucking Dagashi Kashi.
Okay, so we're in so the 7.5. Let me see if I find anything. Neon Genesis Evangelion Death and Rebirth 7.5.
And that's a recap movie. Yeah, that's a better fucking piece of entertainment than this show.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get all the way to the sevens. Okay, so we're at 7, and this is really just like tons of stuff that I've never heard of. Let's see, we got Mobile Suit Gundam MS Igloo: The Hidden 1 Year War. That's a 7. So
That's
this is probably better than that, or considered.
yeah. I guess I just missed it, right? I guess I just don't understand it.
Yeah, feels bad, man. I'm actually just like not recognizing any of these. There's like mobile suit stuff, but I've like never watched that.
Yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh! 1999. Oh, I
yeah.
guess that was the movie. That's a 7.
Well, I don't know. I've never liked that series. So.
Yeah, but would you like it more than this?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'd probably like having my toenails taken off more than this.
That's so graphic and intense. I guess it's apparently at a ranking of a whole bunch of stuff that I don't recognize.
Maybe that's all this shows that like the people.
Yeah, I wonder if they just have a whole bunch of people that just like rank anime. It's just like I like cartoons, 5 stars.
Well, I guess there's a large section of like anime fans who just like all their favorite shows are just like super mediocre and or like pretty bad. You know,
Yeah.
could be that.
Wait a minute. Here we go. I know what anime to look for. Where's wait? How do you see it when you? Oh. Well, so this show was ranked higher than Blade of the Immortal.
Well, actually, I don't know if I can be too sad about that.
Blade of the Immortal got a 6.95.
Yeah, I still think that's too high for that show. That's definitely too high for the Blade of the Immortal anime.
Oh man, we had such high hopes. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, I think we're good with this.
At least it's not like there isn't like a ton. I couldn't find like a ton of shit that this was actually higher than. And we were in like at least when I was looking at the reviews on my anime list, it was like 3,000 episodes down or whatever. Which
okay, that makes me feel a little better. That does make me feel a little better. Yeah,
they need to like work on their fucking grading system or whatever.
Yeah, that shows you there's some flaws in that system. All right, well,
yeah, go team.
Go team.
See you next time. Don't watch this anime.
Don't watch this show.
Love yourself more than this.